Okay, funny story. My wife was listening to my podcast the other day. Yes, she does that. And she said, "What's this thing called Whatnot you keep talking about on your podcast? Are you shopping without me?" Yes, I am. I'm cheating on you. It's called Whatnot. It's live shopping with chat, and it's a lot of fun. Look, I coach a lot of people online. I coach people to make money online. Most don't know how to do it. And I have been telling a few lately to go to Whatnot, see what they're doing, and give it a try. If you're a Whatnot seller, you really shine, and your people find you. And that's a big deal because if you're selling online, they need to find you for you to make money, right? And then they become repeat customers because they see your face, not just your logo. Whatnot is the largest dedicated live shopping platform, whether it's beauty, it's collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies. Yep, cookies. Sellers are building real thriving businesses. Anyone can do it too. Some people on Whatnot are selling, get this, 10 times as much as they do on other major marketplaces. And you don't know this, but Whatnot buyers spend more than an hour on the app every day. They're not browsing. That's why they call them buyers. They're buying your stuff. So here's how it works. You go live, you showcase your products, and you earn real income. Search Whatnot, WHATNOT, in the App Store, download, and you can start selling right away. So I've been talking about the glasses I ordered from Zenni Optical, my sponsor. Now, I've never ordered glasses online before. I didn't trust it, to be honest. But mine had a scratch, and Zenni was my sponsor, so I kind of sort of had to do it, right? I mean, I can't tell you about it if I haven't done it. So my previous thinking was, prices are too cheap. These can't be good. I'm not going to like them. I'm picky. I take that back. Mine costs about $70, and I can't tell the difference from the $500 pair I purchased 2 months ago. By the way, my wife likes them too. She said they look good on your face, and I want some too. And at about $70 or less, I can buy them. I am surprised, and I'm a customer. Zenni Optical has prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, all starting at under $30. Go to Zenni.com, pick a frame, upload your prescription. They'll ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And Zenni has that virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frames look on your face, and that is very cool and confidence building. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now it's time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out pretty quick, so don't sit on this. Go to Zenni.com/podcast, promo code podcast15. So I do a coaching call a couple of days a week. It's my Face Your Passion coaching group. And the other day I asked them, the question was, what's the one thing you should have given up last year so that you can get what you want this year, but you haven't given up this year? And one of my members said, overthinking. I said, really, overthinking? He said, yeah, you mind if we get on a call later and talk about that? No, we cannot. Sorry. Seriously. Stop overthinking things. You know what's right. You can feel it in your gut. There's this little thing that happens when I meet with people, and this has happened for me forever. There's a smile on your face. It's a little muscle that turns there's a lot of muscles in your face. It's the one around your mouth. It's when you know what you should be doing, but you don't want to say it, but you know it, you can feel it, and you smile just a little bit. It is a daily boost. Every single day, it's stand up, take a step, and repeat. Basically helping you get what you want, some words, some wisdom, some wisecracks. Listen, I've given up. I have just given up. I mean, when I got in this business a long time ago doing this podcast thing, I mean, the presentation and all this kind of stuff, it's changed over the years. And here's the guy. Come in real close, okay? If you like me, you like me. I'm just going to say it up front. If you like me, you like me. My personality is what it is. But some people in the personal growth area, got to say, you guys are fuddy-duddies. You take it way too seriously. You're like, Scott, I'm into the thing. You're teaching me all about this stuff. And then you made this stupid joke. Sorry. I'm going to be me, okay? And you be you too. So that's what this year's all about, us being each other and doing the, that's kind of weird. But we have a little fun. Today, I'm going to teach you about a bridge, okay? Is that cool? Real fast, I want you to go to 9minuteclaritycode.com. You know why? Because I made this thing for you that will help you figure stuff out. And it's 9 minutes. It's over a period of 21 days. I'll tell you, it takes about 5 days. If you give me 9 minutes for a few days, you're going to find so much about yourself, what we call repeating patterns, which we'll talk about later on this week. You're going to learn so much about yourself. And I've worked on this for 40 years now, and I came up with it, and it's just been amazing. So do me this favor. Go to 9minuteclaritycode.com, whip out $67. That's what it costs. I got to get paid for what I do, okay? Use it, do it, ask me questions. It's going to change your life. That's it. I'm not going to beg you anymore. I don't beg people to be a success. I got to beg myself enough to do that, okay? Okay. So let's talk about this. So I mentioned Face Your Passion a little bit. That's the group I do, and I'm not going to talk about that anymore. But there is a very simple concept within Face Your Passion that I want to kind of get across to you right now. And we will dig into this even a little more as time goes on. So when I was out at, where was I? At Hoover Dam. Have you been to the Hoover Dam? It's a wonderful place. It's a very cool place. It's a dam with water and cars and tourists. It's an awesome place to be. And I was there several years ago when I first met my wife. So it's about 17 years ago, the last time I was out there. And they were building this big bridge across it. And it was kind of a span. And I was thinking about life because that's what I unfortunately do almost all the time. Not for you. Oh, no. This is a wicked side benefit of what I do. See, I spend my time thinking about how to make myself happy, myself successful, myself efficient, make my relationships and all that. That's my thing every single day. And I said, well, listen, maybe I can make it a tax write-off and help you too. That's the whole deal. So I'm always thinking about it. So what happened was I was at the Grand Canyon and I'm looking at this thing. I said, well, look at that. They're building this bridge up there and they had a span and they had a foundation and a foundation. And that's what happened. And the metaphor for life kind of came up. And this is actually what I do in my Face Your Passion program. When you come in and you work with me at any time, anywhere, whenever you talk to me, what we're going to do is this. I know you want to go fast. I know you want to go, but most of you are taking off and your foundation is sand and mud. This time of year, maybe it's snow. That's what you're doing. Got to figure it out. Let's go. You go too fast and you falter later. It always works that way. That's how life works. So that's why we need a really solid foundation. You want a foundation? I call it a peaceful base. What does that mean? So depending on where you are today, maybe you came into the new year, you're still paying off holiday bills, whatever. We all have stress in our life, right? But you can't move forward to what you want to be doing with all this other stuff. You got to get rid of some stuff. So we need to get a peaceful base. So here today is working out okay for me today. I mean, it's not exactly what I want, but it's good. It's not perfect. I'm happy. Things are done. I'm good. Get it? Right? Peaceful base. That's where I want you to be. And then what we do is we look into the future and we look at the other foundation. And we look at the other foundation. What are we doing? We're building our future there. And we need another peaceful base on the other side. So what is that? It could be going to school. It could be getting a certification. It could be getting married. It could be getting a divorce. I don't know what it's going to be off in the future, but it's not today. If you jump to the future too fast, what happens? Well, there's no span to the bridge and you fall into the river below. Happens a lot. How many times have you been sitting here saying, I want to go there. Let's go. Boom. Implodes, right? And sometimes it happens. Life is that way. But for the most part, you can control that. So how do you do that? Well, first off, you know the basics of let's get our act together, right? All of us get our act together. And I think all of us are getting our act together to the day we die. I do believe it. The only thing we don't have to get our act together on is the photos that we should not have organized. We should have let our kids deal with the photos. Okay, don't get your act together by organizing your photos. And you might even let somebody else plan your funeral. That might be a good thing. I'm just saying. We're always getting our act together. Your current act today is your foundation. Get it peaceful. Then decide what you want in the future and decide what it takes. Go to school, something like that, and you start moving that direction. Now, what's going to happen is, metaphorically, the bridge, the span is going to start to build together. A little from the foundation of your present, a little from the foundation of your future. It's going to come together. You're going to get about 70 or 80% of the way, and that's jumping distance, I think. So once you get that foundation solid here, and then you get the foundation really looking just enticing on the other side, there's going to come a day. You're going to get out of bed and you say, time. It is time to go. I got to go. I can't wait anymore. Got to do it. I know Scott said to wait, but I've checked off all the boxes. I'm good to go. That's when you jump. You jump into your new life. Now, you've done this before your entire life. A lot. When I'm coaching people, generally what I'm doing is I'm slowing them down, making sure they're solid in their foundation, and then making sure we're very clear about what we're trying to build, and then supporting the process as we go from here to there. And sometimes it's fast and sometimes it's slow. I never know. You might be thinking, well, Scott, you should know. You do this for a living. The problem is I don't know you and you don't do this for a living. If you come to me and you say, what should I do? I'm going to say, I don't know. If I said anything but I don't know, I'd be lying to you. And everybody else is lying to you when, hey, here's what you should do. No, you know what's going on. I'm going to tell you, I do know something. And what I know is that you need to build that peaceful base. You need to build that peaceful base on the other side too. And you need to build that bridge as well to get you there. It sounds so simple. And I encourage you right now just to maybe think on that for just a moment. Maybe get down in your heart as it resonated just a little bit that, wait a second, maybe this guy's right. Maybe Scott has a little bit of Scott logic in there. Maybe it's making a little bit of sense. I'm not giving you a ton of specifics because you can get those all over the place. They are a dime a dozen. It's called the internet. You'll find them. But conceptually, And actually, you know that it's what works. If your life is a hot mess right now, you don't want a hot mess to put on top of it. I think that's what they call sloppy joes, and it is good sometimes, but you don't really want that, do you? Not all the time. Who wants sloppy joes every day? I don't want it every single day. Peaceful base, present, peaceful base, future. Live your life. Love your life. Enjoy yourself. Look high. Try to figure out what you really want to do. Get down deep inside. Feel what feels good for you. And then watch that bridge as it comes together little by little by little by little by little. And one day you're going to say, oh my God, here we go. Hang on for the ride. Guess Scott, I shoot him a text message. Scott, thanks for the ride. I'm on my way. That sounds like Billy Bob Thornton. Have you seen the new Billy Bob show? That's a pretty good show. I kind of like that. Kind of like, was it Landman? We all know. It's like we know. We learned from Shark Tank how to evaluate a business. Now we know about what a landman is. 9minuteclaritycode.com. That's how you can figure out what you want in life. I'll help you. I have perfected that process. Check it out. 9minuteclaritycode.com. I'll see you tomorrow right here on the Daily Boost.